Stick around to the end of this video to see how you can get this for free. We're having a giveaway. This right here is an all-in-one wireless audio solution with 2 transmitters and 1 receiver, all for $199. I'm looking on B&H, and this is a top-selling item. A lot of people are buying this, and I'm assuming it's because, the whole thing is $199. So my question here today is, can a $199 wireless microphone system be worth the money? This comes with everything you need. Is it good enough to use on set? Obviously, the price is right, but is the quality good enough? In this durable looking case, we have 2 transmitters. It includes a stereo receiver, so you can actually record 2 people talking on different tracks. We've got 2 lavalier microphones, and it includes some cables and a way to mount the whole thing to your camera. It even includes this cool power cable so you can charge all your stuff at one time. I just so happen to have the Pocket 6K Pro with me, so we're gonna plug this in and see what kind of audio we can get. Well, there you have it. Recording into the Pocket 6K Pro, you're hearing the sound from the lavalier microphone that they include. And now keep in mind, because this whole system is $199, this is probably a pretty cheap lav. But I think it sounds pretty good for the money. This is a test. What does it make my voice sound like? Now listen to the difference. This is the Sennheiser MKH50. This microphone is like $1,200. So the difference is probably clear. Now you're listening to the lavalier microphone. The difference is clear. But for a cheap lavalier microphone with this system, I think it sounds pretty good. Now I'm going to unplug this and listen to what the built-in microphone sounds like, because this transmitter has a built-in microphone. Now you're hearing the internal sound on the transmitter with no lavalier microphone. And this is what it sounds like, just in my shirt pocket here. Now this is an interesting solution, because now you don't actually need a lavalier mic. It's built in. And I actually think the sound from the transmitter sounds just as good or better than the lavalier microphone. If you can get this in a good position, it's good. Now, here are the downsides of using this built-in microphone. As soon as you start touching the transmitter, you're introducing all of these noises. And for some reason, they weren't really able to isolate that mic sound, and any kind of place you touch really ruins that. Listen to all these sounds. When you're using the built-in microphone on the transmitter, I think it's going to be important to make sure that it's in a place where it's not going to be really moving around very much if you want that good crisp sound. Let's talk about battery life. This system has built-in batteries, and SYNCO says that you'll get about 8.5 hours of operating time on a full charge. For most projects, that's pretty good. Now, this is what's interesting. They boast a line of sight distance of almost 500 feet for these guys. And that's line of sight. With obstructions, they're saying you can get 262 feet. So let's go outside and try this out. I'm actually curious if this is true. What kind of range do these have? Well, here we are outside on this beautiful day to test out this wireless system. Are you hearing any wind noise? What do you think, James?
Can't hear any from here.
Oh, really? Okay. Now, standing about 4 feet away from the camera, I am going to spin in place. Let's see if we have any dropouts in the signal. This is to test the signal. And we're not getting any dropouts. It sounds great. Now I'm going to step back. I'm standing about 12 feet away from the camera, and I'm spinning, and
Dropout.
Oh, that is not good. Okay, so line of sight is going to be important with this thing. I am going to walk backwards. James is going to let me know once this audio drops out. I'm going to spin around. Oh, it dropped out. Okay, let's keep on going. I'm walking backwards. This is line of sight. The pack is in my front pocket. I'm getting pretty far away from this. Probably over 100 feet away. I am walking backwards away from the camera. Any dropouts? So you heard a dropout just there. Shoot. Okay. Oh.
Go back across the street and keep going.
Okay, now here's the deal. You're never gonna get this far away from the camera. I don't know who needs to get this far away. That's 200 feet in my front pocket. This is about as far as you can expect to go. If you're gonna be about 10 feet away from the camera or 5 feet away from the camera, you can move in any direction you want. You're gonna sound great. If you're gonna be 200 feet away from the camera, you should expect consistent dropouts. My advice is don't use this thing at that kind of distance. It's not gonna work. Stay close to the camera. Now, I think the range here is impressive, but these specs are a little bit misleading. If the subject is turning around, you're going to be getting that loss of signal as soon as there isn't a line of sight. They're going to need to keep the pack on the front of them, because if it's behind them, you're going to be losing that signal. This is really a line of sight wireless transmitter. You don't want any obstructions between this and the receiver. When I'm recording this video, there's a 1-star review on this thing. And I'm going to read you this review. It's actually pretty sad. No instructions, not easy to operate. The enclosed user manual is basically a spec sheet with zero information on the actual operation. Online searches for anything regarding specific operating instructions don't exist, even on the company's website. Receiver in each mic has several menus with many options for pairing, sync, filters, mute, gain, and more. All I can do is poke around and push buttons until something happens, since there are no instructions on how to operate this. Maybe I'll upgrade my rating if I can figure out how it works and actually get to use it. Tom, who left this negative comment on B&H, you're in luck because we figured out how to use this. The menu system is actually quite simple. If you hold down the mute button for several seconds, then you can start accessing the menu. This was confusing for us as well, and I would complain that this did not come with a good instructional sheet for us. There were no instructions on how to use this. We basically had to figure it out ourselves. Just before we made this video, Rode introduced their Rode Wireless Go 2 system, which is very similar to this. And if you want to buy 2 lavaliers along with that system on B&H, right now you're spending a little bit more than $450. Now, don't get me wrong, we just bought it. The Rode Wireless Go 2 system is very good, but that's more pricey. That's $450. For $199, I think this all-in-one system is pretty cool. A wireless system with decent reach, 2 transmitters, a receiver, 8.5 hours of battery life, 15 steps of gain control. I think this system is definitely worth the money. Okay, time for the giveaway. To get this for free, I want you to go to Epic Light Media's Instagram and comment. Leave a comment on our latest post about this. And say whatever you want. Funny, not funny, angry, nice, mean, whatever kind of comment you would like. Remember to end your comment with #ELMsucks. And we're gonna pick our favorite comment and we'll mail it to you free of charge. If you liked this video and you want to subscribe to our channel, please do not. We already have enough subscribers, but go ahead and go over to Threefold. For some reason out there in the middle of North Dakota, they're making incredible commercials and they have a great YouTube channel talking about filmmaking and all the amazing things they do. Those guys are creative. This channel, not so much. We suck. If you have subscribed to Epic Light Media, unsubscribe. We don't want any more subscribers. What are you thinking?